What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your partner, Toon 1. I'm back again, man. It's story time, homie. It's story time, man. Instead of me going to something on the streets, man, I'm going to tell you about an incident that happened to me, man, when I was in prison. First off and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody, man, that tuned in for me and C-Mac's conversation, man. You know, I appreciate it. I take my hat off to all y'all. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the subs. I appreciate the comments. Thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned, man. Stay in your own lane, do your own thing, man. Good things come to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I sometimes for the few haters that I got out there, you know, just a few, not a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? A couple of bums around the country. You know, the thing is, like I tell everybody, man, the best revenge is to live good. Do good, live good, have good, and let the haters struggle. You know? But anyway, man, back to story time. True story, you know what I'm saying? Man, this is a story about, man, when I was in the pen, man, I had a partner, man. I'm going to use his real name because that's my partner, man. The dude go by the name of Toon Toon. He out of Birmingham, Alabama. Now, me and him, we've been knowing each other for years, many moons. His name is Toon Toon. My name is Cartoon. And, you know, we went through the system together, In fact, if y'all can go back to one of my videos way back, and I was telling you about when a football game that I was in prison in Alabama ended up starting a riot. He was the quarterback, not of the team we was fighting against, but he was the quarterback of one of the other teams. You know what I'm saying? He used to be real athletic back in the day, man. He used to try to race me. You know, I outweighed him by 100 pounds, but I still raced him just to show him he couldn't beat me. So wherever you at, Toon Toon, shout out to you, homie. And remember this. My back. My back is what you seen when we was running, not the other way around. But anyway, man, I'm going to go back, man, to a time, man, this time we were playing poker one night. Now, remember, I've always told you, I've mentioned him before when I told you he's one of the best poker players I ever seen. One of the best poker players I ever seen. Matter of fact, if you can go back to another one of my videos when I was telling you about when I was going to rob the white boy poker game. And I ended up getting into it with the dude. No, well, we didn't get into it. No, I didn't rob it. A bunch of my people kept intervening, telling me, don't do it. Y'all remember that video. But now remember, if you remember in the story, I told you the hand that took me out when I was gambling, it came down to me and another dude. Well, that other dude was Toon Toon. And I'll never forget, I had trips. And he took me out with a small straight. Shout out to you, Toon Toon, wherever you at, homie. Hurry up and make it home. Anyway, so back to the story, man. Toon Toon used to put a lot of poker games down. I'm talking about, man, the dude was so good at poker that, hold on. This air kicking. Anyway, the dude was so good. Man, I'm kind of fuzzy, y'all. But anyway, man, the dude was so good at poker, man, that sometimes, I've done it before, but other dudes would like give him the money and let him run the poker game just so, you know what I'm saying, he can win something for them. He didn't mind doing it. He looked out for us. Anyway, one night, man, now Toon was real laid back. Toon didn't get nobody business. Toon didn't bother nobody. He just, laid back and had money, man. He was one of the dudes my whole time in prison that he was one of the dudes always had the most money in the camp, in the prison. Him. This dude, man, he had so much money, man, prison money and free world money too, but prison money that sometimes, man, he had so much bags and bags of stuff in his cell, under his bed, under his cellie's bed, in his lockers. He would have to sometimes go in there and do inventory, and he would take out, man, all the old chips, old soups. Now, they owed to him because the date expired. Now, people like me and a lot of other people, they wasn't owed to us. It was right on time. You know what I'm saying? And he's sometimes he's like, hey, Toon, come here. I come up to the cell, man, what's up, cuz? What's up, homie? He be like, man, look, you want that? I'm talking about bags of stuff that he was just going to get rid of, give it away, get rid of it. He did not want it no more. To him, it was outdated. He didn't want it. What? Do I want it? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Love the dude, man. But Toon was not gang affiliated. He was not a part of anything. Toon was just a cool brother that was out the city of Birmingham, Alabama. He wasn't no Crip, Blood, Disciple, Vice Lord. He wasn't nothing. He was just himself. You know what I'm saying? A likable dude that everybody liked and got along with. He minded his own business and didn't bother nobody. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dog. But anyway, so man, one night he had a poker game down in the back, which was cool. You know, I was in it. A whole lot of people was in it, and he was winning as usual. Man, I'm talking about we turning out hands after hands after hands after hands. He winning. So it was another dude, and I'm gonna use his real name. Dude by the name of Big G. Big G was a disciple. Big G was IGD. He was Insane Gangster Disciple. He was IGD. Big dude. He was a big dude. And so anyway, Big G decided he was going to rob Toon Toon's poker game. Whew, man. Here we go. So anyway, he went and got his knife. And he proceeded. Now, what would you do? Now, Toon Toon held his own money. What you would do when you come to the game and you put your money in to get into the game, he had like laundry bag. He had a big laundry bag on the floor between his legs or up under the table. He'd take your money, put your money in the bag, and give you your poker chips. And you know, sit down and play poker if a seat was open. So the bag was fat. The bag was big. The bag was fat. Every time he put a game down, it was a big game. Because everybody knew if you come to Toon Toon's poker game and you hit, you're going to get paid. If you win, you're going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you had these sketchy individuals, man. It was all type of shenanigans being played, homie. They might be putting the game down on air. Put the game down on air. When I say putting it down on air, they don't have nothing. Man, dudes used to take blankets and put it in a bag and ball the bag up, act like they got a bunch of cigarettes in the bag. I seen fools put boxes of state shoes in the bag like they had some and had a bag right there. Because most people going to come and look and like, okay, they see the bag. They're like, okay, it's some money in the game. In a brown bag, not a see-through laundry bag. You can see through the laundry bag. And they be like, okay, it's some money in the game. I'm going to sit down and gamble. Don't know. Man, this dude ain't got nothing. What dudes be banking on, what they be really banking on when they do that, now you got to have $10 or more to get in the game. So now the table holds 6 people. You got the house man and 5 more players. So now that's $50 just to get the game off the ground. That's 50 items. That's 50, prison items right there. That's, you got in your bag off the rip. So now, if you good at it. Now the house man always has an advantage. House man always has an advantage. Do the house man always win? No. But he has an advantage. Okay, so now you got 50 items. You can kind of play. You got to play tight. Have I done it before? Many times. So anyway, what you do, you play tight. You play tight poker and let the other 5 people at the table take each other out. Because when he leave, them 10 items he brought, they yours. You know what I'm saying? Now, whoever took him out got his money. Now you got to try to take that person out. And it's, it goes back and forth. Look, I'm not going to go into all of it because it's a strategy. You got to learn how to bait this player into taking out that player. And you know what I'm saying? But now, initially, everybody's shooting at the house man. Everybody's shooting at the house man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, time goes on. Big G decided he was going to rob the poker game. Now, he didn't just outright draw down and just like, no. What he did was he eased around and got Toon Toon's bag. Toon Toon was enthralled in a hand and wasn't really paying a lot of attention, and Big G got the bag. Now, when Big G first grabbed the bag, of course, he gonna see it when the bag is coming up, but it's, He initially missed him going under there from the back light. But when he got the bag and pulled it, Toon Toon like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But now by this time, Big G done grabbed the bag and he done drew down with the knife. Big Toon Toon ain't got his knife on him. Toon Toon was a very passive individual. You had a lot of people that thought Toon Toon was a punk. Now, when I say a punk, I ain't talking about no gay, no gay sissy like punk. No, they thought he was soft. They thought he was timid. They figured he was scary. He wasn't going to really do nothing. So many people liked him that he never really had to do anything because he didn't never get into it with nobody. He wasn't no tight dude, stingy dude. He wasn't no mean type dude. None of that. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for people all the time, especially if you was from Birmingham. He would always look out for his people from the ham. That 205 was strong in his heart. So anyway, when Big G get the bag, he draw down with the knife. And get back. Man, get back. Called him all type of FNs and all that. So Toon like, oh, this is what this what you gonna do. This what you gonna do. So now everybody at the table looking like, man, dang, there go the poker game, boom. So now what Big G do, he proceeded to take the bag up to his cell. And boom. So now Toon Toon is going back and forth with it, man. Let me get my stuff, homie. Come on, let me get it. I ain't giving you nothing. And Now they going round and round, pound for pound, arguing. One more stuff. I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't giving you nothing. I'll stab you. I'll do this. I'll do that. Now, what Big G was banking on he was banking on Toon Toon to be a punk and be scary. He was looking for Toon Toon to curl up, curb his tail, and just take his licking, keep on ticking like a timeless watch, and go on about his business. It wasn't going to work out that way, quite that way. But anyway, so it's going around. Everybody's standing around looking, man, like, dang, everybody really feeling bad about this because everybody cool with Toon Toon. But now Toon Toon is not affiliated with no group. And, it'd be different if it was somebody from another city who did this. But just so happens Big G is from Birmingham too. Now, for those out there who think I'm talking about the blood Big Gordon, I'm not talking about him. No, Big Gordon didn't do it. This is another Big G. Big Gordon is a blood. The Big G I'm talking about right now is a disciple. He's IGD. But anyway, so they arguing over the tier. They argue. They doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. And man, look, I felt really, 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 really bad about this, man. Toon Toon look at me. He tell me, he say, Toon, man, give me a knife. Man, give me a knife. I wanted to give Toon Toon. I had a knife on me. I kept one on me. I wanted to give Toon Toon a knife so bad because he was my partner, my real good partner. But he wasn't a Crip. And with Big G being affiliated, with Big G being a disciple, I couldn't give Toon Toon this knife and he turned around. If I gave him this knife and he turned around and he stuck Big G, now I'm finna pull the Crips into a war with the disciples because it would have been known I was the one who gave Toon Toon the knife. Even though Big G done violated, still and all. I can't, and I'm trying to explain that to Toon, man. He's looking at me, the pain he felt in his eyes, because he figured I wouldn't be one of them cats that didn't look out for him. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't think Toon Toon back then at that time understood the gang politics. And I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, dang, homie, I can't do it, man. I said, man, I'm telling him he a disciple. I can't get into that. I say, man, if the dude was a non-affiliate, I'd give you the knife. I probably would even help you. But with him being a disciple, homie, I can't give you no knife because that way it won't just be me now. It's going to be me dragging the whole gang into it, and I can't do it. Now, at the time, Toon Toon didn't want to understand this. All he knew is like, man, I thought me and you was cool. I thought me and you was tight. Now, here it is. When I really need you, you going to forsake me. Man, it hurt my heart, man. It hurt me to the core, to the point to where I'm not going to lie. I wanted to, man, I was almost willing and ready to sneak him a knife. I was almost willing, ready to do that. But everybody watching. Everybody watching. I can't take that chance, man. I can't take that chance. Now, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like me, I had anything against Big G, because I didn't. Me and him had never had no problems. But it wasn't like we was the best of buddies neither. You know what I'm saying? We just was in the same prison, in the same block together. I knew him, he knew me. So, but anyway, they going at it. So, lockdown came, not lockdown, but count time came. So, that mean the police finna come in the block. So when the police came in the block, dudes, catch your sale. Count time, that's what they say. In Alabama, they tell you, catch your sale. That mean go to your cell. Catch your block. That mean go to your block. They say catch it. So the police come in, catch your sale. Man, the cold part about it, I slept in the cell directly next to Toon Toon. We in our cells, the police counting. So now when the police count, when they leave out, they're not going to re-rack the doors until the count clears. So that's going to give you about 30 minutes to be in your cell. Now we got the vents that's right there over the toilet up. That I could talk directly through the vent straight over into the next cell. And me talking through this vent, I'm talking directly into my partner Toon Toon cell. And I'm trying to explain to him why I can't give him a knife, homie. I can't. He was like, man, Toon, come on, man, forget that. I said, no. I say, homie, I got to stick to the code. I say, because if this thing goes left, you not the only one that's finna just, go through the mulberry bush about this. It's going to start a war, and I'm not willing to do that. I say, homie, we partners, you know what I'm saying? And we cool as I don't know what. I say, but I cannot put the safety and the well-being of the Crips in jeopardy to help you, homie, when you are not a Crip, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I told him if it was something that I could do where it would just fall on me, I'm with you. But it ain't going to just fall on me. Now, if I could have separated to where, okay, if dudes wanted to come at me, no matter what they were, no matter what I was, if they was going to just come at me because of me helping Toon, I would have helped him. Because I'm not looking at the gang aspect of it no more. I'm looking at, man, you done robbed my partner, man. You done robbed my partner. And I want to help him. I want to ride with him bad as I don't know what. But I wasn't finna jeopardize. I wasn't finna put the CRIP in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? Not only in jeopardy of them being stuck, stabbed, beat up, or hurt. No, because it just wasn't going to happen like that. In jeopardy of a lot of homies going to jail, which is what we call lockup in Alabama, going to jail, losing whatever they might have going on at the time, because it wasn't going to be no one-way thing. War is war. That means people on both sides get hurt. And that's exactly what it would have been. People on both sides getting hurt. And I wasn't finna do it. I wasn't finna put that blemish on my name or my record. So anyway, I'm trying to explain this to him. At first, he didn't really want to understand it. He didn't really want to understand it. When the count cleared, the doors racked. Now you got dudes coming back and forth, going to Toon Toon, talking to him, going to Big G, talking to him, but Big G was adamant about not giving this stuff back. He figured in his mind that he had hit a big, large lick because Toon Toon hadn't just really pushed the issue on him yet. But now Toon Toon didn't want to push the issue because he didn't have no iron. Lo and behold, who did it? I'm not really sure. Somebody gave Toon Toon a knife. Somebody gave him a knife. He finally got his hands on some iron. How he got his hands on it, I don't know. But it was within the next 30 minutes after the count clear and the doors racked that he ended up getting his hand on a knife. And when he did, man, blow my wig back. He got directly at Big G's behind. He wasn't able to get up on him. When he come up with the knife, he got the knife when he was downstairs. Big G was up on the second tier. When he got the knife, he went to running up the stairs with the knife, though. Big G seen him coming. It wasn't like it was before. Big G take off, pew, and get to his cell and boom the door. Boom. Toon Toon at the door, threatened to kill him, telling him, yeah, when you come out, I'm killing you. I'm going to kill you. You're dead. This, that, and the other. I don't want to talk. He said, yeah, I got me something now. Now, this shocked everybody. It shocked me. It shocked me. Man, listen, because didn't nobody know Toon Toon had this in him? Didn't nobody know he had this in him? A lot of people, even me, at that time, didn't think he would fight, didn't think he would do nothing. Until this incident right here, now everybody like, whoa, man, Toon Toon got a little something in him. He at the door telling him what he gonna do to him. He trying to get the man door racked, but it ain't happening. He hollering, rack the door, rack the door. The police holding his hands up in the cube like, for what? The police know he don't live there. Won't rack the door. So now here it is, I believe, well, I know for a fact now Big G looking at this whole situation in a different light. Like, uh-oh, am I really finna lose my life in this prison over some soups and cookies, some zoom zooms and wham whams? Different people coming to him. Like when Birmingham get into it, a lot of people will come together and try to talk it out, the Birminghamians. So now you got people at Big G. Now, you know, Toon Toon walked off. He's like, I ain't got to stand here and wait. He said, it's going to open up. People talking to Big G through the door. Man, look, man, y'all don't need to, we all from Birmingham. Man, we don't need to be, man, you tripping, Big G. Woo, 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 woo. So now they like, why you even come back to why you even go back to the room? Now Big G saying he went back to his room to get his knife, to get the knife. Why would you take your knife off if you just robbed somebody? Why would you boom your door shut if you're just going to get your knife so you can go to war? You do the math. Make a long story short, dudes gave Big G a way out of this. They say, look, man, just get his stuff back and we're going to make sure all this go away. Big G was with that. He wanted to do that. They got the door popped. How, why, whatever. I guess they told the police in the cube, dude locked in the cell, he trying to come out. Police popped the cell, though. Big G get a laundry bag to... Dang, I can't remember who he gave that laundry bag to. But anyway, he gave a whole laundry bag back to a dude. I ain't gonna never forget, he kept 3-pack of Newport cigarettes out the bag. He kept 3-pack of Newports. He ended up giving the laundry bag to the dude. The dude take the laundry bag to Toon Toon and tell Toon Toon, hey man, look, can you let it go? Toon Toon wasn't the type of dude that held no grudge or like, no, I'm a dude. He didn't want that. Toon Toon didn't want no smoke. He just wanted to be left alone. But he knew he couldn't let this dude take his bag and maintain anything after that. He had to do something. And that's what he did. So now when he got his laundry bag full of his items and money back, he saved face. People, because now everybody looking at Toon Toon like, all right, okay, you know what I'm saying? Boom. He never said, you know, Big G ended up coming out the cell later on. And it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing. I never forget, right before lockdown that night, I remember seeing him and Big G go to the cell. And they talked. They, you know what I'm saying? They whatever it was, I don't know if it was some apologizing going on or if my bads or, you know, you ain't going to try to stick me. I ain't going to try to stick you or, you know, are we going to be able to live together? What's up? You know, I don't know what the conversation was about. All I know is I remember they went to the cell and they stayed in the cell for about 20 minutes talking. And, you know, Toon Toon eventually ended up coming out. And it was never a problem again, man. It was never a problem again. And in my mind, I used to always wonder, why would Big G do that? Because Big G was not known for doing nothing like that, though. What Big G thought was he had him a lick because he thought Toon was salt. Toon wasn't salt. Toon Toon, his name Toon Toon. Toon Toon wasn't salt. He had to learn the hard way. But anyway, man, another story about the shenanigans that I seen while I was locked up for 23 years straight in Alabama prison, man. But anyway, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. I represent the gangsters, homie. I'm out. Peace.